And then come around, so you're doing okay. All right, Tuesday morning. How you say that in Spanish again? Lundi, Mardi? Or is that French? Whichever. Good morning and welcome.
Just download the Duolingo app.
Oh, Duolingo, you do that
Yes,
too?
yes, I do.
I 2 weeks behind on that.
Yeah, instead of water, because
Excuse me?
we know you're heavy on the water.
There's a low blow there, man.
Yeah, so
Wordle is good
Wordle?
for the brain.
uh-huh.
All right.
Okay.
I would go off on the story behind Wordle, but not right now. We are dealing with
A serious matter.
very, very, very serious. Prime Minister St. Vincent and the Grenadines said that he is not feeling too well. You know, on Thursday night, he felt an excruciating pain on his right side. And Friday, he went for a checkup. Good Friday, he went for a checkup when he should have been in church, you know. And they advised that, you know, boss, well, you need to go and get yourself checked out. So, Venezuelan persons who were high in authority said to him, Benaka, Senor Benaka, come here, come let me treat you, you know, come let us treat you here in Venezuela. So he said, all right, let me go to Venezuela to get myself checked out. And he would have left, according to what I've read, on Sunday. All right, you following? Thursday night, not feeling so well. Friday, hospital. Sunday, tata, adios. Should not have said the adios there either. But it's all well and good. So we want to wish him a speedy recovery. And what is going through my mind, or what went through my mind was, oh boy, PM is not well again. You know, just the other day he had the flu. He had a bad flu, so he couldn't go to Parliament. And even when he went back to Parliament, he was not sounding very PME. Prime Minister, he wasn't sounding himself. But that's what I thought.
He wasn't very spriteful. Spriteful, is that the word?
Sprightly.
Like how he usually,
His voice.
You know how he talks. He talks with power and emphasis and certain
Charisma. I just thought like his voice wasn't 100% during Parliament. But that's just me. I don't know if anybody else would have picked that up, a difference between, pre him contracting the flu and getting back to Parliament. The last time he flew out for medical attention was last year, August. But that wasn't anything natural. You know, he had a concussion. We'll not go back down that road as to what led up to that concussion there, but it wasn't a good thing at all. But he flew out after that, after he would have gotten attention at the Milton Kittle Memorial Hospital to get himself checked out in Barbados, get his scans and what's not, and then come back to St. Vincent. All right?
I do wish him a speedy recovery.
I do.
hope all goes well. You know, we have a few concerns when we hear the Prime Minister flies out. You know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're going to go down that road?
Yeah, I'm going to go down that road. It's
Oh, boy.
Don't you have faith in our healthcare system? Like, can your tests be run here? What is the matter with our hospital? I mean, I might get some jobs for this, but you said he got help. Well, persons asked him, he was given help, right?
Hold on, let me take the call. On the call, come on, let me take that. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Kristen.
What's up?
Hey, good morning.
Morning. Yeah. Well, with the PM, no one. I mean, honestly, we need to upgrade the health system. Is right there. But
True.
I mean, somebody comments. They'll read and people, oh God, your time will come. Everybody time will come now. God now pick and choose.
True.
So when some of them are talking about repent and repent, when they study in the PM about repent, I hope them repent too. But listen to me, how many people you know in Vinci beside the PM and politician could fly out? Me know a couple, plenty.
That's
If me
true.
have money to me could fly out, do something to one of my children or my family member, I go do it the same.
You know, this keyword, they said if you have the money.
PM is a head of state,
Yeah.
right? So, big up for yourself.
You too, boss. Thank you so much. If you want to call us as well, 457-1043, or want to wish the PM well, or you want to just add to the discussion, you can also add via Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Drop a comment, or even hit us up on the WhatsApp 430-1043. If you have the money, why not Like I had a little son in my shoulder, boy. If you have the money, why not? Huh?
I mean, if we don't have the resources available here, why not? Why not leave? So how are we gonna work on that? Well, we have the state-of-the-art hospital coming soon.
Let me ask you a question, right? If, as a prime minister, and a prime minister for 20 plus years, a very long time, I have managed to build a network of friends who probably turned into family, acquaintances, the friends, the family, associates, whatever term you want to use. I have a network of people, and now I'm speaking to my friends. Hola, amigo. No estoy bien. ¿Cómo estás? And you're there talking in whatever language you're speaking in. And my friend associate says, you're welcome to come to Venezuela to get yourself checked out. Would I refuse that? Hold on. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. I want to say speedy recovery to the Prime Minister as well, right? But we have to open our eyes and realize if the state-of-the-art facility that the Prime Minister bragged about years ago not good enough for him, but with $2 billion in debt, we have to raise our eyebrow and ask why. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really want to take away from the positive energy I want to put in the atmosphere for the Prime Minister, but I just force things to make people critically think and ask themselves questions, because a lot of us clap for things that doesn't benefit us, i.e. the airport. The airport is beneficial for me who just fly home and show myself.
Yeah, 2 phones.
But we laugh about a new hospital. Granted, now, it's concerning to me, right? The Prime Minister went for checkup and the hospital recommended him to fly out because we don't have the facilities to take his checkup any further. I wish him a speedy recovery. And for the people them who saying this and saying that, you could disagree with the policies of the Prime Minister, but you have to still love him as the Prime Minister, and you still have to love him as a Vincent, and you still have to love him as a human being.
True.
Because when your mother beat you, when you're rude, you don't wish death on your mother. You still go down and sit down and hopefully your mother cook a good plate of food so you could eat the food, versus dash the food away and let the dog eat it. But we have to really evaluate ourselves as a country and say, boy, this is not the first or the second time the Prime Minister fly out because we have less than the proper facilities to facilitate the things that needs to happen. So we have to demand better, Jed. And this is bigger than the Prime Minister, to be honest. We have to demand better because like now everybody could fly out.
True.
And even if you could fly out, right, the time it takes for you to be on a plane could be the vital 20 minutes, the vital 1 hour, the vital 2 hours it could have taken to save your life if we had the facilities in St. Vincent. Because not just money. It's time you're spending flying out, and the time you spend on the plane could be the critical time between life and death. If we had the facilities in St. Vincent, but even if we could afford to fly out, flying out might not be the necessary good thing if we had the facilities home there. But like I said, speedy recovery to Mr. PM, I just wish you could come back and your comrade skank harder when you come back. Speedy recovery, big man.
All right. Thank you so much, Max, for your contribution. 4571043. Was that me? Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Now, as I was saying,
you were asking
if
a
he has
question.
like a network and somebody reaches out to him and says, okay, you can come over, you can come down, you could come to Venezuela to get yourself a full checkup. Would I refuse that as a Prime Minister? Should I refuse it?
I won't.
Okay, so he gone to get himself checked out.
But it would also make me question, like, isn't my hospital, why isn't my hospital able to provide good treatment for me in my home country?
Who said that they can't provide good treatment?
Well, as Max just mentioned there, he had to fly out
Okay,
because they recommended it.
It was recommended that he fly out to get a full checkup. It says a full checkup.
So
What is a full checkup?
What is a full checkup?
Maybe for a full checkup, we do not have the resources for a full checkup of our Prime Minister. So he has to go out and get himself a full checkup. And you realize though, right? He has options. So it's either Venezuela. He planned to go back to Cuba because he would have gone last year to get a full checkup already. But, because it came from, let me get the correct term here. All right. It's a full checkup, insisted from the highest level to go to Venezuela. Then why not? Why not? Do you remember, or do you know, right? For burn victims in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, when it is really bad, we do not have the facilities to take care of that. We also have to fly out patients, like extreme burn victims. And there are a couple of, I'm not saying that, justifying why we don't, but I mean, there are other countries, for argument's sake, there are other countries that do not have that level of facility to deal with burn victims. And they also have to fly out to, I believe it was Guadeloupe or Martinique, one of those French Caribbean countries. Isn't it the same thing? Does it belong to the same thing? Is it not? Some responses coming in on the WhatsApp there, right? I wonder if I should.
The reason I don't feel like the politicians or persons have faith in the hospital. That's why they fly out.
Politicians,
like when.
So they don't fly out because they have money?
Well, you have money, of course, to fly out. But I'm saying is that they don't have faith in the system, in the healthcare system here. For instance, when something happened to Cummins a while back, he flew out.
Cummins' injury was pretty serious, though.
Yeah.
And
so it's like,
years on, he's still dealing with that.
So the question we should be asking,
I think his flyout was a bit.
Okay. Now the question we should ask: what can the hospital treat?
Plenty things.
Yes. Like
NCDs.
What? We heard
amputations.
We heard like
deliveries.
We heard a few weeks ago that the nurses were complaining about not having supplies.
Now, sometimes
they're understaffed. There's like a lot of factors there that makes you question, like, okay, the first thing I should do is just get out of here if I'm not feeling well. If they don't have the supplies, they don't have enough nurses, why am I going down there?
For primary care.
Primary
care.
So you're saying that the hospital could only provide primary care?
They perform surgeries, justifiably they perform surgeries. They do a lot of things down there at the hospital.
But we do
not have, okay, so this, what we see on television, like when we watch Grey's Anatomy and all the fancy equipment there, we don't have all of that.
But isn't that what a hospital is supposed to have for a country?
What?
So you're saying there's a requirement.
So we're supposed to, okay.
We're supposed to have
how?
I'm not saying that we'll have everything, but we're supposed to have.
Yeah, but what you see on television is everything. And I'm saying that what you see on TV is everything. And we don't have everything. And you're asking, aren't we supposed to have everything?
Yeah. Aren't we?
Can we afford to have everything?
Why not?
At Milton K2 But you see the price for some of them things there. Sometimes we have to sit down and wait for donations. We have to go out and ask for certain things. Healthcare in SVG, the way I see it, is not profitable. And we have several other ministries. And get what I'm saying, for argument's sake.
Wait.
We have several other ministries.
Repeat what you just said a while ago. Healthcare.
It is not profitable.
It is not profitable.
This is for argument's sake.
Okay, then.
It is not a profitable ministry. Right?
So you don't give it
Which means that monies that are allocated to healthcare, they have to come from other sources of revenue. Right? Because we don't look at the cost. You know how much it costs to deliver a baby, much less to have a C-section? Under $150 for a C-section. Where, compare that to private, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000, $12,000 compared to down at the hospital. And to deliver naturally, under $100. That price, extremely cheap. Extremely affordable. But I think the things that are there are heavily subsidized. And to heavily subsidize or to subsidize things, you could walk into the hospital and get certain things for free. You could walk into the clinic and get certain things for free. You cannot walk into a private facility and get those things for free. How do you think that they're able to afford all of that? So I think you just have to... It's difficult being a minister of health. Let's just put it that way. Like you have to weigh sometimes. Do you want to continue providing a lot of services for free and subsidized? Or do we want to start charging more and get money to be able to afford a particular machinery? everybody sits down around the cabinet and says, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this,
So
I
you're
want
saying
this.
to me, because I can't make money off of the healthcare system, I should not put any effort into it.
I ain't saying that. I just saying everybody looking from the same pot for the same money.
I understand that, but you also
And then the
also
person at the
have-
head has to prioritize who gets the money.
You also have to think
Yeah,
that
I'm beg for
you have to
MRI.
consider the health of the citizens. These are the persons who are going to vote for you. So that is never crossing your mind.
Boy, state of affairs in SVG, boy. Healthcare.
And I saw persons were making comparison like back when we were offered the airport and the hospital. We chose the airport. I guess the reason for choosing the airport was that we go fly out the country.
That's not even funny, man.
I'm just saying.
That's not even funny, man.
So we chose the airport. Like, hey, we need to get the best way out of the country.
Seriously?
Yeah. We need to leave the country. Good.
Oh my gosh, this is so sad.
There's
This is,
a-
you know what's
there are
was
few-
even sadder? Like,
Uh-huh.
let me take the call first. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Crystal.
Good morning, sir.
Good
How are you
morning.
doing?
Talk
Good
to us.
morning to
Crash.
DJ.
Crash.
Crash, right. Crash, you're talking about the airport. What you said the airport was for? Flying out and what?
No, I was saying persons were making the comparison and saying that we had a choice to choose whether we choose the airport or a hospital, and persons chose the airport. So I said they chose the airport so we could fly out the country proper.
Well, there's some like they choose the airport for healthcare too, because we see that they are sleeping all on the airport floor.
Hey.
No, Crystal, wait.
I saw that.
I could remember, right? Crystal, I could remember, right? I could remember on your program with what's his name there?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Let me see.
Who was Fugitive, right? Fugie. When I called in your program, you remember I was called a cry baby.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember that cracker baby thing there.
I was called a cry baby.
Who called you that?
And this cry baby is still on the radio crying because I'm crying for things that is happening that is not suitable for Vincent Chance. I'm crying for the pain that we are feeling and what Lana now said, my boy now said about healthcare system. Crash and healthcare system. Our healthcare is a big problem. I am crying still for the pain that we are feeling in this country. We look at our roads and our condition of our country. I'm crying because I want to see better. Right? But when this individual who starts calling people cry baby and making fun of people when they call to make their contribution, you have to now go into the airport and lie down and sleep in and all them kind of thing, then drive in taxi with the same clothes you're lying down on the ground. That is something that we have to be frightened about. As a number one taxi and big taxi driver,
Wow.
you're supposed to do better than that.
You're
supposed
like,
to do better than that.
okay. That sounds like something a little personal
Personal, yeah.
there.
No, it's not a personal thing.
How
no,
does
because
that?
you see-
How does that?
you see-
Let me
you see,
ask you,
because
Charles.
here,
Hold on.
It is looking bad for
Charles,
us. It
Charles,
is looking bad,
Charles,
Crystal.
Charles, you
Hello?
listening to me? Are you listening to me? We're speaking about the Prime Minister being ill and him having to fly to Venezuela to get care.
When I tune in, I didn't.
Well, then you listen for like a 2 or 3 minutes to get the topic.
For me to that, let me say a speedy recovery to the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Wish him well. Hope that he gets back and get back strong and come back to his people, and continue to do what he's doing and do it in a way that Vincent Chan could be looking out for.
All right. You just heard airport. You just heard airport over hospital and you gone.
No, I wasn't choosing airport over hospital.
No, I said you heard airport over hospital. You just heard the word airport and you just.
I was here when I tune in. I was here talking about the airport and hospital and so forth. Right?
Okay, all right.
So
Thank you very much.
If you were
That's
talking
straight from the
about
topic.
the Prime Minister and being back well, yes, I wish the Prime Minister a speedy recovery and so forth. But as my input, I was just trying to say, don't run down people when people try to make their contribution.
Okay,
and you are running down people of one because of what.
Call him private and tell him so, yeah?
Me?
Yes, call the private and tell them so.
Radio.
All right.
Call out people on the radio so we can do the same too.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day.
All right,
yes,
all right. Okay, make it yourself.
Man, like you just wanted to give that job, but
just here, airport and you reach.
Someone is saying that that's why we pay taxes. We pay taxes so that we can get proper healthcare. But I know you just mentioned that there's a big pool. And it's
big pool. I never said.
No.
Did I say big pool?
Not pool.
I'm sorry if I said big pool. I apologize sincerely. The pool not big. It's like pool is we have a small pool.
So when they go into parliament, they decided now who should suffer, and I feel like healthcare has been suffering the most right now.
People who want to drive and go through the city road suffering too.
Yeah, but I feel like the healthcare system is like every week we hear like a horror story. There was an incident with a lady giving birth on the ward in the hallway. There's like always something. The nurses complaining. They don't have the proper tools. They don't have the equipment. They don't have this. They don't have that. So I feel like we need to really give some attention to the healthcare system in St. Vincent. I mean, there's not a lot of incentives that could fly out. And you realize things getting hard.
Durr.
Exactly. And even the PM said that. He mentioned it earlier this year. Was it before Christmas?
I think it was last year.
It was last year. Yeah, he mentioned that we should hold back on our spending. Was it something like that?
Yeah, Christmas,
it was like hold back on our spending. So I feel like we really need to,
You guys spend
to, put some effort into the healthcare system.
Okay, so
struggling.
Tomorrow, it's not the prime the minister of health. How come every issue, right? Okay, I know he's the prime minister and everything, but how come every issue is the PM? I'm like, you have ministers for a reason. Oh my goodness me, the roads. There's a minister who deals with that.
You gotta be real.
Right? Health, there's a minister who deals with that. Like everybody just
no, you gotta be real.
Y'all just go through the airport and just fly over all the ministers' heads. Except Sabota. He does get leaks.
When we talk about things, we just go directly to the head of the source.
Why?
You did it a while ago.
When?
You did it a while ago when we were talking about sports. When you went straight to the minister.
I went straight to the minister of sports. Right, I did not go to the prime minister.
No, but there are other bodies who play a vital role in that. Like the athletics. There's the
team athletics.
The athletics
and
committee.
Then
they could also organize a motorcade.
And I was talking about at the airport in that VIP lounge. The Minister of Sports. I remember when Sis Maki was the Minister of Sports. Actually, very recently, if my memory serves me right, because sometimes it goes a little bit wonky. I remember seeing the Minister of Sports at the airport. So I'm just saying, because of what I've seen before, we could see it again. That is why I went straight to the Minister of Sports. But now I'm drawing reference to everybody just flying over the minister's head. I'm going straight to the top.
Yeah.
Let me get this voice note in here. I hope it could play, but because I ain't listened to it.
Oh gosh.
Hi, good morning. I would like to send over.
All right. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, Tanti. 9 o'clock. Why can't they put the necessary things in place for those of us who can't fly out? 20 plus years, nobody doing anything to our health system. Good morning. Sharastafari boy. PM can be ill in peace.
Yeah, a few persons here giving their respects. They hope that everything goes well.
I read some very nasty comments on Facebook.
We have some nasty ones here. I'm not gonna indulge in that.
You're skipping over them? Okay, final call and let me go in. Hello, good morning.
Hi, Crystal.
Morning.
I heard you saying why we go straight to the Prime Minister. Because he's the one in control. I don't think the ministers can do anything without his go-ahead. So maybe that's why.
Okay. All right, thank you. If we're going off of that, so the ministers are just faces. That's why their faces not on any billboards anymore. Everybody else come down except PM, Camilo, and Saboto. Sorry, ministers. Minister Gonsalves, and Minister Caesar.
She did make a valid point there. She said everything has to be approved by him. That's what she said. Huh? You remember? Okay, I don't want.
What's the point of a minister?
Okay. Anyhow, someone is saying here.
What's the point?
Lano's beating me for not reading out the bad comments. So the PM is wicked and evil because he is the one who continues to keep our health system in a deliberated condition. The healthcare is for all, and they are wicked in my opinion.
Jeez, I'm wicked.
The man say he didn't look like anything was wrong with him at the airport. He looked quite happy and in fact was walking freely, looking much healthier than before.
So how is he supposed to walk? How is he supposed? Okay, so it says he has an excruciating pain in his right side, right? So excruciating that he ended up at the hospital the day after. He's supposed to be.
He was supposed to hold his gut and just kept walking.
Oh my God. Let me limp at the airport so people could believe that
Another
I'm not
one.
well.
He cannot get a simple scratch.
You're
Everything
serious?
he had to fly out.
First of all, his age. He has a lot of work to do.
I mean, I don't mean to
He
laugh,
has to be
but
in tip-top
It's just the
form.
comments.
For argument's sake.
All politicians need to repent. Also, not just the PM. All his fools. I guess they're talking about the citizens of the country. Yeah, it's
Well,
like,
we can't assume who they're talking about. They're talking about somebody.
Yeah.
Anyways, we in this for a while. So let's take a break right now. Right? And then we're gonna go run some ads and come back right here. We have some more responses. Keep them coming. The next talk segment we'll get to what you are sharing right now. PML and he's in Venezuela. Buenos dias, Senora Gonzalez. I think they say Gonzalez in Venezuela.
I'm going to bite off.
Hoy
my tongue.
es
Big up
lunes
yourself.
martes de mañana. He's probably, what is he doing right now, boy? Getting himself a full checkup, yeah?